Now, for more on the Children's Day celebration, founder Character Matters Concept Anoluwapo Awofisan joins me live in the studio. Good to have you join us today.
Thank you for having me.
Happy Children's Day to you, me,
Thank
and all children the world over.
All of us are children.
All right. So yes, it does appear that there is a shift in priorities.
Absolutely.
For children and their parents. Why do you think that that keeps happening?
Okay, so when you talk about shifts, I agree with you that there's a shift, but I would love to narrow it down to shifts in priorities, shifts in values, in character. Growing up, or while we were growing up, there was so much attention. There was so much premium attention was placed on values, on morals while we were growing up. We lived in a community where value was placed on respect, regard, honoring one another. But unfortunately, we can see that value seems to be nosediving. Morals has changed. The society is evolving. However, should morals be eroded even while the society is evolving? Absolutely no. So I strongly believe that today is a very significant day. It's a clarion call to remind us of why we need to pay premium attention on values as we celebrate Children's Day today.
And when you talk about values, these days there's something you keep hearing. It's about maybe my mental health. My mental health, and more often than not, also you could hear the children talk about, mom, dad, and all these elders who are trying to talk to them about certain matters. You're old school. You don't know what is happening. How do we bridge the gap, such that we are able to pass this message in a way that they understand the message that is being conveyed, really?
Okay, so I strongly believe we need to raise a generation of children that are self-confident. We all had our issues while we were growing up. I mean, it wasn't peculiar to us to find a lot of things that are happening in society today, but our children should not be taken out of it. We should build resilience in them. We should build confidence in them. Their esteem has to be, we need to help them understand the importance of their esteem. So whatever it is they're going through or they will go through later in life, they must have the requisite skills to help them navigate the various challenges they would go through. It's only through that they can surmount the challenges, and then they can also be equipped for themselves to be able to have their own personal vision, to be able to do well academically, for them to be able to have a successful personal and professional lives. Except we do that, we'll be raising a generation of children that are timid, that may not know how to handle challenges when they come.
All right, Anoluwapo, we'll take a moment to quickly, play a report, from one of our reporters. Amid growing concern about rising indiscipline and moral decline among children and adolescents, a new wave of advocacy is focusing on character building as a tool for personal and societal development. In Lagos, educators say they are working to achieve behavioral reforms in young Nigerians through mentorship and moral education. Glory Aremo has details.
Character is what you do. Character is who you are.
In many schools across Nigeria, the pressure to perform well academically is high. But what happens when performance comes at the cost of character? At an event in Lagos, educators are asking tough questions, pointing to the link between moral decay in young people and broader societal problems like violence, delinquency, and even suicide.
Moral decadence is the erosion of moral values. And a nation where values have been grossly eroded, you can find nothing other than violence.
Organized by Character Matters Concept, the forum showcased years of grassroots engagement through school mentoring, book publishing, and teacher support aimed at building moral intelligence among children.
Schools also engage us to come to talk to their children, to talk to their pupils about the importance of good character, why children must have good character. I mean, how impactful it is in their academics.
Without character, some people might not succeeded in what they are today.
A clarion call was also made to students, parents and other critical stakeholders on their roles as moral anchors and frontline defenders of a functional society.
Good character when they are growing up by, trying to model, through modeling, will inculcate that good character. And then through encouraging positive attitude.
In every child, there is an A star in every child. Every child has.
Why we're here.
With the urgency of this need, stakeholders insist that in the fight to fix society, character education must be policy-backed, community-driven, and protected as a national investment. Glory Aremu, TVC News, Lagos.
Anoluakwa officer is still with me in the studio as we talk about this. Anoluakwa, you and your team there, perhaps we should even talk about, some of these characters we're talking about, because with erosion, it's very possible that there are certain people who don't even know the specific, traits and attributes we're talking about here.
Okay, so that event, that was a character conference as well as a book launch that was held some days back. The theme of the event was academic excellence with character. So the objective was to help students, even stakeholders in the education industry, understand that beyond academic grades, beyond students having excellent grades, their character is a foundation for whatever it is we're helping them to build. So when we talk about character, what character are we talking about? What skills are we talking about? We're talking about discipline. You need discipline to succeed. You need discipline to be able to excel in school. You need to be hardworking. You need to be resilient. There are times you may fail. There are times you may not have the specific grade or grade that you need. But what keeps you going is the spirit of resilience, the spirit of grit, the spirit of perseverance that you have. And as a student, you also have to be punctual. You can't keep getting to school late every day and expect to succeed. No, you have to be punctual. You have to be hardworking. You have to be bold. You need boldness. You need courage in order to be able to take up challenges. So these are some of the character skills we talk to the children about. And of course, the children also made their own presentation. Character, unwavering character, which is the bedrock for development in any society.
So sound character is key for the growth of our children. Anoluakwa Wofison is founder, Character Matters Concept. Thank you very much for joining us today.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Happy Children's Day to you again.
Happy Children's Day to you as well.
You're watching TVC News at 1.